Hello everyone, this is Sumit, and in the last video we have seen many properties about pygame, and in this video we are gonna see some get rectangle properties and how to move an object, and then we will see some music and sound effects, and you will get the source code on GitHub. I will give the link in the description. Hope you enjoy this video, so let's get started. I have just changed the width and the height value from the last video, so I'm getting the text, that is the empty text, in the center of this screen. So first of all we have to define the speed by which we want to move our object, that is the x value and the y value. So I'm going to put here 2 and 2. Then I'm going to take the rectangle of the image, so let's say image rectangle, and then we have to use the get rectangle rect property, and by this we can get all the properties of the rectangle, such as the top, left, and I'm going to change the left value to a 0 and also the top to 0. So other than this we also have top, left, right, and best thing of this property is if you will change one value, it will automatically change the other values, such as if you will change the top, then it will also change the top, left, and other values. So first thing I'm gonna change the position of the image, that should be image rect, and then we will move this image. Now we have to move the image, and for this we also have one more function which returns a new position or a new rectangle for that. So that is a image rect dot move, and then we want to move with the x value 2 and the y value 2 that we have defined in the speed, and it returns a new rectangle. So we want to change, or we want to override this rectangle from there. As you can see here, ball is moving with the speed, and we can also move this font rectangle. So to do that we have to do font rect equal to font rect dot move, and then we have to define the speed or whatever it is. So as you can see here, but we are not gonna do right now. We can also change the direction or the speed according to the button press. So inside key down, let's say event dot key, if the event dot key is something pygame dot, and then we have to define the button that we are going to use. Let's say key underscore a, that's for a key, and then I'm going to change the speed. Let's say x. I'm not going to change the speed, I'm just going to change the direction. So I will flip the direction, and this will be k, and as you can see here, it's working properly. I hope you can do these type of experiment on your own. And then I'm gonna do something other. So let's say, so I'm gonna change the direction of the speed if the rectangle, top of the rectangle, is less than 0 or the more than the height. So I will change the direction. To do that we have to define let's say width and the speed there, and we want to change the y direction to the minus of the speed, and I have to copy, and I'm gonna also do that for the width, and here I have to say left value and the right value. Right value should, if right value is greater than width, then I will change the 0 value of speed, that is the x value, and it should be a height. Here we also have to move this part outside of the for loop, and now let's run this, and it's working fine. Now we are going to talk about musics. So if you want to use some music, that is a background music, so you have to use pygame.mixture.music and then load, and then you have to define the name of the file. In my case I have downloaded the vi.mp3. you can find inside that GitHub repository, and to play that we have to define this play function, and you can define 4, 5 for the number of loops you want to play that music, and if you want put -1, that means it will run infinitely. And other than this, we also have pause to pause the music between the game when you pause the game or something else. Also, we also have unpause, and also we also have a stop. Here we cannot store the music inside a variable, but we can load different music at different time and play that music at different time. So to use that, we have defined pygame.mixer.sound, and we can store that sound inside a variable, and here the sound s should be capital. And if you want to play that sound, then you have to say play, and then you have to define the variable name. So you can you can play different sound at different times, something like while you are losing the game and so on. And you can also define different app other than this sound at the same time, such as lose game and so on. Now I'm gonna show you how can you pause the sound on button click. So let's say inside the key down, and then here we have to define the key. So let's say event.key, and on pygame.k underscore p, that means when I will press the P button, it will pause the music. So to pause the music, we have to define pygame dot mixture dot music dot pause. And then if you will run the program, actually we are also using the sound, so we have I'm going to comment out this, and now I'm going to use the P button. So as you can see, it's working fine. In the next video, we will see about the collision of objects, and please let me know if I have forget something to tell you. And take care. Bye bye. See you later in the next video.